Hello everyone, I am your host for the day and I welcome you all to the PE CHARCHA with Younginers episode 2. And today with us I am having Rafi and as a speaker, and he is currently working as a brand manager at Metamorphosis Edu. And I welcome Rafi to this channel and I want him to introduce himself to our precious audience.
Yeah, hello everyone. Myself Rafi Sheikh. So I currently I'm working as a brand manager at Metamorphosis. It's an education startup which will teach you at school level entrepreneurship and all. So
Okay.
it has few courses like branding and other courses also. But we only focus on school students.
Okay.
So okay, that is our current situation. And I started at my design career from after my graduation. I am graduate from electronics in BTech. So later I came up to know that design also a good opportunity बोल के I learned. And starting में तो I learned many things from all online courses and all. That time though I didn't
Right.
get any direction also.
Right.
So I tried many things and I don't know that time how design works also. I just know what Photoshop. Later I learned Illustrator and all.
Okay.
So I know tool, but I don't know how to apply to real world. I don't have any experience, right? Real time experience. Then I joined one company called Study Tech Labs. It's
Okay.
a digital marketing agency. It's a startup only that time also. 1 year old company, I think. So when I joined that company, I worked for a few clients like small startups only who has started in early stage. So later I worked with them. I got to know like this is how it works. So how they are expecting this is the way we have to design bulk. I got to know. Later I felt like 3D is also going to be some boom bulk. I learned Maya also, Maya modeling I learned. Later
Okay.
again, I feel like I have to join some company because I'm graduate. I don't want to depend on others. So let's start again. Let's try on job. Okay, I joined in this company called Metamorphosis.
Okay.
So since there, I'm continuing there almost more than 3 years here.
Okay.
So I joined as a junior graphic designer. Later, 1 year by year, they increased my everything, include my designation and all. So currently, though, I'm working as brand manager there.
Okay.
That is how
So
my journey started. It's all
okay.
about learning, I think.
That's
Yeah.
great. Like how you
Hmm.
like landed up into a design field and not being from a BTech background, you
Yeah.
choose that side. Then why you choose
Hmm.
only the design field? Any reason behind
Yeah. When I was in college, I used to do these Photoshop things too with
that?
my friends, photos, morphing those pictures and doing something. And even in college, there's no, we have fets and farewells, right? So that scale also I used to do banners and all. That time, so everybody is praising, oh, you have talent, you should go this way, you should go. Okay, that gives opportunity to that time, though we don't know how we earn money from that whole game. That time I
Right.
did for free and my interest. So
Okay.
later when I met one of my professor, he told me like, when you are very interested in, just go with this. Maybe you'll get good like future bulk. He explained everything. Then later when I came to Hyderabad, I just did research and everything. Later I came into this field.
Okay. So
It
that's
was very
great.
confusing that time. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
because I can go course side also, VLSI and this thing. I have
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to go there, but then I decided to go my what I like to work.
Right. Because that time things were not that much booming and you were
Yeah.
new to that field
Hmm.
and you needed
Yeah.
the guidance also and you probably didn't get
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
That's
So
so. That time it was hard to learn graffiti also. Only we have courses in Udemy and all. YouTube method that time very less videos are there. Recently, due to this corona and all, there are
right.
many tutorials coming up, online courses came up in India
Right.
especially.
Nowadays, like on YouTube also you can learn many things. People are
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
posting their videos and all. So that's
yeah, true.
great. So like your current position is a brand manager. So like
Yes.
kindly explain the role of the brand manager, what actually he do and how he do to like
Hmm.
benefits a specific business.
Yeah. Here brand manager, what my role is, I have collaborated with the sales team and marketing team and product team. These are three teams we have apart from HR and all.
Okay.
So I have to collaborate these all team. We have to make sure ki sales should they have some targets, right? So what are their requirements? How they can reach those sales? Most of our sales should be like B2B kind of thing. We
Okay.
go schools and they'll pitch their business and they'll get uh, business from there. So for
Okay.
that, I have to come up with how to go to strategy works, what we can do, how to we, is it important to conduct an event there, or we should conduct
Hmm.
some workshops for free. Likewise, we have to think and we come up with some strategy and they'll apply there. They'll go and they'll speak with them, principals and all. They'll convince them. उसके
Okay.
लिए what we are requirement, no, like brochures, everything. I have to
Hmm.
fulfill that. And also when you come to B2C part, so we have to take, I have to take care of marketing kind of thing. I have to collaborate with brand marketing team,
Hmm.
make sure ki all campaigns should be coming properly, and we have to come with same strategies. For example, we did in summer camp recently. उसके लिए तो
Hmm.
we did for 4 courses, only for kids. That is also the one
Right.
is film making, entrepreneurship, and branding. Branding one. Other thing is policy making. इसमें तो
Okay.
we tried different way, but most of people likes this one film making course because it's very fun. They want fun courses, right? Especially in
Hmm.
summer. So most of people join this film making. Later we thought like, okay, next time though we have to focus only this film making more than other courses. Let's see how it was working. We came with that strategy after that. So we have to try more things and more how to implement later. That also related to B2C. We also
Okay.
have to, we need to come with strategies and all. Next is we have product team. So we need to make content, right?
Hmm.
Their product team will make content. We have to convert them into interactive presentations and videos. That
Okay.
also I have to take up. So collaborating everything. What are their requirements is there. So we
Hmm.
have to fill, and website, website may also we have to see how it works, what things we need to add. These things also have to take care of that.
Right. Okay. So as a brand manager, you actually manages the whole logo
Mhm.
thing, like their
Yeah,
font styles and everything.
yeah, yeah. That is also.
Okay. So like depending on the like company or the brand you're working with, you have to work
Mhm.
on say business cards हो गए या फिर brochure हो गया.
Yeah.
So
That
there are
I used to work before as a senior designer. I used to
Mhm.
work on logos and these all matters. Now I have to make sure that these things should be done before that when you
Okay.
requirement. I don't need to design now, but I can edit later. Matlab, if I'm not satisfied or someone is not satisfied, I can make changes later. But I have to make it sure that these designers and interns are there. No, they
Okay.
should be do proper way. I have to guide them properly
Okay.
like that.
So, like nowadays, people they are very much confused in basic terms like graphic designer, brand manager, and brand
Mhm.
designer. So, can you tell the
Yeah.
difference between these three terms?
Yeah, sure. Graphic design in a sense, who is created just posters. He just communicate to designers. He has
Hmm.
to communicate through designer and he just make sure like this design works or not. But when it comes to it to what is the
Brand designer.
brand designer should take care of all colors, how it works, and which color is properly
Hmm.
communicating, and what is the status behind that. Is it work or not? He has to consider everything, and it makes sure to keep from starting say end that he has to make sure these things will go
Hmm.
properly. And next comes to brand manager, like he has to collaborate all other sales part also. He has to take care of analytic parts, how sales going, is there any issue with sales because of design. So we have to consider that points and we have to make sure we have to come with new things and to get more clients like that. So this is
Okay.
difference. Designing may we have to do just design part, like in brand design may you have to take care of brand communication, everything, how these things, what you said extra, these business cards, logos, everything, redesign
Hmm.
part. When it comes to this brand manager, I have to involve with marketing team and business team and make sure the business going well. More, it's not about only design; it's all about analytics part also.
It's like more of collaboration. Like you have to work with other
Collaboration,
teams.
yeah, makes things happen from there.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
And like how you being a brand manager, you work with clients and how you serve them, or probably how you get clients first, and then how you
yeah,
serve them. Like what is the whole procedure behind that?
yeah. Here, what we do know, our target audience is for B2B. Most of them are schools, right? So
Hmm.
schools ke liye, we will conduct every year some events like Google's Global Schoolpreneur Summit, and some we are planning new thing like pitch shop kind of thing. It's a idea expo kind of thing. Who has the business idea, they can showcase their product in physically at some hotel, something we are planning this year. So like that, we reach more audience, right? When you're doing for free, these all things, people are very interested to join. And they also, schools are also very interested to showcase these all other skills to learn. Okay. Now schools are like only focus on sports, education, and all. These things so new. Recently, due to this Shark Tank, entrepreneurship become boom at school
Right.
level also almost. So now we got more opportunity to get more audience, especially from B2C and B2B. Principals are also very interested. Already we did on Shark Tank kind of thing series with Samantha, Samantha Kineni. She
Okay.
is the main face of that event. We did almost in COVID starting May, but we couldn't launch due to this COVID and all. So we're planning to launch in next 2-3 months. So we are
Okay.
doing this at every school because school wants to do this their place. They are very interested in these kind of things. So we came up with these kinds of go-to-market strategies. We'll reach to schools when they agree. No, definitely they need some support from us. They have to teach how it works. Okay, that's how we get clients from there. We and B2C के लिए तो we will run some campaigns depending on courses what we are doing. So it's only about digital marketing, targeting parents and all. That's how it
Okay.
is.
So what niche you
Yeah.
basically prefer, like the education niche?
Yeah. We are focused only on entrepreneurship. Most.
Okay, entrepreneurship. That's great.
Yeah. Entrepreneurship.
Like apart from working in a company like Metamorphosis, apart from that, you also do freelance or you are just
Yeah,
working in
yeah.
this company?
Yeah, I do. I work almost more 10 startups who's they starting stage only. I made logos for them. I create brand language and everything, brand material starting.
Okay.
Recently, I worked with one of the, it's a good startup, I think. They recently launched, it's called Virtue. It's
Okay.
a designer. He's a fashion designer. He has aimed to start his own design studio in Hyderabad.
Okay. Okay.
So we met and it was a very long, I felt. We did very long, but output is very good. He is also satisfied. Yeah. Before that also I worked. Yeah, I started 500 rupees for one logo 3 years back almost. Now I am charging almost 10,000 per logo.
That's
That's
it,
it.
like
Change. Yeah.
like the change
Depends.
is really great. So how you manage
Yeah.
this change, like when you started with 500 rupees and then you make
Yeah.
to 10,000. So what is the
Yeah.
whole journey in between this and
Yeah.
how you manage that?
The difference is that time when I was starting, no, that time I just know about tool. I don't know how design works. What I used to ask, he will come up and I have this company. I want one logo for that. I think like, acha, if it's related to one of the related to food, I'll put food image there and I'll put some company name. I'll use to give it. That will like less than 1 hour or more, most of the time 2 hours work. That time I felt I started very engaged. No? That I don't know how can I charge also. I said कि 500 bucks. मेरा तो घंटा काम ही है, ठीक है, 500 दे दो, चलेगा. If I have anything, I can work that also feature पे. I don't charge other things. Later when I working one by one now, I increase my price like 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 like that. So when increasing this price, no, they'll ask also question why you are charging this much for just small thing. So that time I'll explain how brand works. You shouldn't look at the only logo. You have to see what the behind the process of logo. Why we are doing this, why are putting every color, and you have to take care of every element matters, right? You should know why we are doing. You always ask question and then start doing. Starting, I'll have one brief meeting with them with what I have, how it works. I'll understand entire brand process, what is there behind, and then I'll explain. They always come with some designs, like they will create some, they draw, they come with some idea. I want like this exactly. It's like poster. I'll tell like it's not logo, it's a poster kind of thing. If logo should be simple and should be memorable, so it can't work that way. And I'll explain them how it works, and then they'll what you call, convince. They'll convince okay, maybe you have good knowledge about it will work, and I'll ask few questions for them. What is the brand behind? What is the idea behind vision and vision? They'll tell, and I'll consider these all points, and I'll do some research. Then our research ke baad I'll tell this is how marketing is there, how your company is working there. So we should consider this way, and we will implement this kind of concept. Okay, I'll tell concept. Then once they agree with concept, I'll start implementing different design patterns, may emblem
Okay.
or what pattern. Then I'll show you later how it go. Like I'll take maximum 10 to 15 days for one logo.
That's great. Like you did the
Yeah,
complete research of that specific company
yeah.
and you come up with
Mm.
few ideas. Like what resources you use for researching field?
Most of them Google only starting how other brands work. Later for design reference के लिए तो I go for Behance,
Yeah. What is it?
Pinterest, Shutterstock. Of course, Shutterstock has also many design websites. So I'll take reference from there also. It should
Okay.
be no copyrighted, right? So
Right.
I'll just take inspiration. I can't copy that. I have to create from scratch. But I'll take
Exactly.
inspiration from that, how it's working.
And then after doing the research, you just start with like designing the logo on Photoshop or Illustrator.
Yeah, I'll figure out the concept, how we are planning to design. Because again, if I design and show it to client, no, if they are not satisfied, I have my entire work is gone wasted, right? So next call me, I'll explain. This is the plan. I'll show rough sketch if they are not understanding. It's going to be this way, and later we'll decide colors and all depending on logo or shape. Once they agree with that concept, I will implement that concept. I'll show you. These are the few concept, modifications from one concept. So which one do you like? So we'll go ahead with that one. Then after that, we'll figure out depending on that company, we'll figure out colors and all fonts. Then I'll implement that logo in proper balancing game. Trending and everything should be normal, no? So I'll modify everything and put it, and I'll do that.
Okay, so
Later, final output may.
you
Yeah,
prepare like
final.
2-3 versions.
Yeah, most of I'll give 3 versions because if they want they'll ask more versions only. But I'll go with maximum 3 because we already decided concept, right? I don't need to bother about more designs. So I'll give 3 only. If they ask other version, other concept also, I'll charge more than for that. Extra 3,000, 5,000 like for new
That's
concept.
great.
Yeah.
That's it. So, like in your initial stage when you started your journey, what channels you follow? Like any name you would recommend to beginners? That kind of.
Yeah, the future is the most I follow channel. Future,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think the
Definitely.
future. Chris do, yeah. He is
Mhm.
the most influenced by me. When I was starting, when I watched his videos, no, he should like don't charge very less because what you're doing is value of the design, then only you can charge. So
Right.
later I started questioning the like clients also. So it's not simple thing, but it has many things to do before that doing that work. When I explain this thing, even clients also convincing. Acha, really it's working. They don't know right before. They just
Right.
start like say a small thing. They just want one design. That's it.
Exactly. So I guess the future हो गया या फिर even I follow channels like Flux Academy. That is
Yeah,
also a
Flux.
good channel.
Yeah, yes. Even I'm following that. Yeah, Flux.
Yeah. So I guess in starting journey, you can follow this channel and can actually start your journey as a brand manager.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. And what challenges you faced in design industry from the time you started your journey?
Starting with when you tell concept, right? I don't know how to start. So I was thinking I spent most of time to thinking how we can do instead of doing research and all. Later I figured out like instead of thinking on, just do research, some research and understand how marketing is there. Then you'll get some ideas. So figure out those ideas and start implementing those. That's how I started. No, that works very well.
Okay, that was a challenge you faced because
Yeah,
nowadays
yeah,
people are very confused in actually figuring out how we
yeah.
can
That is
concept things. So
yeah,
I guess to overcome that, we can research a lot in that area.
yeah. Research give more clarity.
Right. Perfect. I guess we are moving towards the end of the talk. So, like in the last, any tips you would like to mention, like for young designers who are just starting their careers as a designer or probably as a brand managers?
Yeah. When people start for design, no, they only focus on tool. They don't focus on how design works and when you instead of focusing on tool is like increase your productivity. That's it. You can design logo from Photoshop and Illustrator in Color also. It's just a tool. When you know what to do, you will figure out how to do. That is what they have to decide. First, understand the things and then start implementing. Don't focus on one thing. Just try new things and try to figure out how we can do. Try many things and they'll get no more things.
Exactly. So I guess being like starting in the starting, you just have to figure out things
Hmm.
and you have to
Hmm.
implement as much as possible. You have to research
Yeah.
jitna ho sake.
Try to do new things also. Instead of
Perfect.
sticking with one possible things, try
Hmm.
new things.
Right. Like we have to keep on experimenting. We don't have to stuck in the work like in the
Yeah.
one phase.
Yes. You
Oh.
can do one poster in one day and 1 week also. The
Hmm.
design will be different, right? That is
Right.
the design. Yeah, design part.
It totally depends on you. Like probably there are phases when we have design block because कई बार क्या
Hmm.
होता है कि we are not figuring out ideas. So we
Yeah.
just take like probably एक महीना भी लग जाता है कई बार. So it totally depends on person to person how they are managing.
Hmm. Yeah.
Perfect. I guess it was really insightful to talk to you, and it was lovely like interacting with you, Rafi. You shared
Thank
amazing
you.
tips related to brand managers, how we can start as a brand manager, and probably how a person starting their career as a designer, if he or she wants to like go into this brand managing thing, then I guess this is the video he or she needs. So
Yeah, sure.
like in the end, I would like you to mention your quote you live by, and then we'll wrap up the session.
So if you see my LinkedIn page now, you'll see
Mhm.
things make doing things are. I think recently I changed to before I used to follow like doing things are amazing
Right,
thinking.
right.
No, having knowledge is not. It's not a what is 1 second. Hmm. You can edit no this one. You'll edit and put now. I
Yeah,
took a
yeah.
break. Uh, it doesn't matter how much knowledge we have. Uh, you should share your knowledge, what you have knowledge to others. Then only it's success. Like that kind of motto I follow now. That's why
Yeah.
recently, before I don't know, I'm very scared at these kind of meetings. I don't know. I started doing these all with people and like you.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it's very good to share everything.
Yeah, like it's probably interacting enough for like you and me, and
Mhm.
even we are actually sharing to the community, so people are
Yeah.
aware of your journey as a designer, how you started, and how it can help them to like
Yeah.
scale up their things.
Yes.
So that's really great, like how you started, and it's lovely interacting with you.